So
Yeah.
side 6 teaches you something, side 1 teaches you something. This is different than most dies because it has 7 sides instead of 6 sides. We count the inside as the 7th side. You can't see the inside, but you know it's there. And it's who you and I are on the inside that counts. If we're going to change your life, we change your life from the inside out. That's where everything starts at, even though people judge us from the outside. On the outside, 6 just teaches us to do our best. And how do we do our best? By focusing on one thing at a time. Every time that we've ever done our best is because we've been focused. Any one thing we focus on, we know there's 2 sides. There's what we know and what we don't know. So we can't have a closed mind. We have to have an open mind. Ben Franklin used to take a sheet of paper and divide it in half. He looked at the pros and the cons. Okay. We can look and see how something affects us short term, how it affects us long term, what the cost is, what the benefit is. Is this wise? Is this foolish? Okay. Is this, right, or is this wrong? And so any one thing that we want to do our best on, we can begin to break it down and ask ourselves questions. And 3, we're right here in the middle. We're going to talk to this person, get some outside advice, and that person's going to be gone. We're going to talk to this person, get some outside advice, and that person's going to be gone. But now we know what this person knows about that one thing we want to do best on. And we know what this person knows about that one thing that we want to do our best on. The scriptures tells us there's safety in the multitude of counselors. And then the next lesson, there's a bunch of P lessons that we teach before we teach side 4. The P lessons, one of the powerful ones is first that our brain thinks in pictures. Everything we do, we picture it before we do it. Okay. And then, so if we want to accomplish something, we go to our paper and pencil, which is our double P lessons, paper and pencil. And it's really the moment that we take a sheet of paper and a pencil and we begin to write down our ideas or our thoughts. We begin to plan what we are doing, that we can begin to move forward. And side 4 is about taking our plans, okay, all that stuff we wrote down in paper and put it into 4 categories, okay? The bottom category right here is the trash, okay? Sometimes you get advice from people and it's bad advice, okay? Sometimes you have some ideas and it's bad advice, bad idea. You just have to get rid of it. The top pile is our doable pile. It's the things that we know that we can do right now based on the resources we presently have. We don't have to have anything else. It's the things that we know we can do right now. Over here is our possible pile. It's possible if I had 500,000 shillings, if I had a pickup truck, if I had paint, if I had this, if I had that, all the things you know that you can do if, okay? It's you're lacking that one thing. What we have to do on side 4 is we identify the if, what the if is, what's standing in our way. And then in the word if, I stands for me, I, okay, and the F stands for focus. We just run through whatever we're missing through the 1, 2, 3 thinking process, and we will figure out how to solve that problem. In other words, if I have 500,000 shillings, well, how do I get 500,000 shillings? So you begin to work through that process. As soon as you have those shillings, then you can move from the possible pile to the doable pile, and you can go ahead and do it. You can get that job done, right? Over here is like the impossible pile, but nothing's really impossible. It's just really big, right? It's a really big vision. And so it's the things that we have to block time and we have to sit down and we have to think about, okay? We have to come up, well, if I do this, if I do this, if I do this, if I do this, once we can figure out the plan in our minds, we can come up with the things that we are standing in our way, then we can begin to do the doable to get rid of one if at a time until it's all done. Inside 5 is like a wheel that turns like this. Every time we mark something off our to-do list, boom, we turn a notch. Get something else done, boom, we turn another notch. Get something else done, we turn another notch. We know that most things that we try to solve, most problems that we're dealing with, if we just do this and this and this and this, we'll probably maybe that, then we'll be done. We'll get it accomplished. So it's just a matter of it's a thinking process, just to think through any challenge that we might have before we get in there.